Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because we're going to be trying a full face of E.L.F makeup. Now I already have a bunch of favorite products from E.L.F like the Halo Glow, the Power Grip Primer, and one of my most recent favorites, which is the Thirst Burst Drops. So I'm hoping that today we can kind of add to the list of favorites. But enough yapping, we're going to get right into the video. So for $110, I got 13 items that I paid for and 4 items that I got for free. Stuff that I got for free was the Power Grip Matte Primer, the Mini Holy Hydration Cream. I got a Complexion Duo Brush, which I think I have one of these already. And I got a sample of the new Halo Skin Tint, but I actually bought one today to try. So overall, I feel like what I spent for basically a full face is not that bad. There were some things that I didn't get because I already had, so of course the price would be a little bit higher if I were to buy things like the Power Grip Primer, the sunscreen, or the Thirst Burst Drops. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to start off with is skincare. And the first product that I'm using is going to be the Thirst Burst Drops from E.L.F, of course. So this product can actually be used 3 ways. It can be used as a serum, it can be used as a makeup primer, or you can mix it with your favorite foundation for more of a glow. But today we are just using it as a serum. This product has actually become one of my favorites to use on a daily basis, or whenever I am doing makeup. It's like a must in my makeup routine. The next thing I'm going to use is the Holy Hydration Face Cream. I've never tried this moisturizer before, but it definitely feels really nice on the skin, and it smells good too. Okay, don't mind the burn on my face, but I feel like that moisturizer really gives hydration to the skin for sure. I mean, it is called Holy Hydration, but it feels so nice and my skin feels so moisturized. So I'm excited to see how it pairs with the other products that we have. The last product for skincare, I'm going to be using the Sun Touchable Sunscreen. This is also probably one of my favorite sunscreens because it leaves such a nice glow on the skin, but it feels lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel greasy. It just sits on the skin really nicely. I usually like to let my skincare sit for about 10 minutes after applying it, so I'm gonna go ahead and let that sit, and then we'll go ahead and start with the makeup. Okay guys, let's get into the makeup. For primer, I'm going to be using the E.L.F Power Grip Primer. This product I already had in my makeup drawer, so I did not purchase it when I placed my order on the E.L.F app. Oh, I think everybody knows this already, but this primer is going to be great to make sure that your makeup is going to last throughout the day. And I also feel like it makes my makeup look really nice. It doesn't look patchy, and my skin actually looks really nice and smooth with it on. I like to fan my skin a little bit before applying any foundation or skin tint, just to allow the primer to get to its full tackiness. Everybody does this, but that's great. That just shows that the primer is going to be nice and tacky for your foundation. For our base today, I'm going to be trying the new E.L.F Halo Glow Skin Tint. I got the shade Medium 7 Warm just because I like my skin tints to give me a little bit of a tan. This product claims to have light coverage and a dewy finish, so I'm hoping that it lives up to that, because although I'm a oily girl, I definitely like to have a dewy finish whenever doing my makeup. Okay, I put about that much on the back of my hand. That's probably a little bit too much, but we'll see what the coverage is like, and if we need to, it does say that we can build up the product as well. I'm just going to use the complexion brush to apply it. A little orange for me. It could have gone a little bit lighter, but I did say I like it to have a little bit of a tan, and it's nothing a little bit of concealer won't fix. Okay, and I also had a burn mark here from a flat iron, and it's pretty much covering it up. Right off the bat, I can tell you guys that this is definitely a dewy finish, which is exactly what it's claimed to be. And also it feels like nothing is on my skin, which is amazing for the amount of coverage that I got from it. Skin tint is $18, but for the price, I think that it's honestly worth it. For concealer, we're gonna be using the Hydrating Camo Concealer in Light Ivory. Since the skin tint is a little bit dark for me, I'm just gonna highlight to lighten up certain areas. And I just use a brush to blend out my concealer just because I feel like it leaves a lot of the product on. And I like to definitely have a lot of coverage underneath my eye. Just to pick up any excess, I do just go over with a beauty blender lightly. Okay, and then for bronzer, I'm going to be using the Camo Liquid Bronzer in Light. This is also something that I've never used before, so I'm excited to see how this looks and how it blends out. It of course already has a crap ton of great reviews, but I wanted to try it for myself. I've also heard that a little bit goes a long way, just like their blushes. So I'm not gonna go too crazy with it as I add a crap ton more on my face. I'm actually just gonna use the same complexion brush to blend it out. Okay, these are exactly like the Camo blushes, so I already like the formula. I'm just going in with the Beauty Blender again to get rid of that harsh line between the concealer and the bronzer. But I like this bronzer a lot. This might be part of my new everyday routine. Also, nose is kind of snatched. For blush, I have many options. I have the Camo Liquid blushes, which are definitely one of my favorites. I have the Sheer Tint blush in the shade Cherry Cola, which definitely intrigued me a lot. And then I have the beauty ones, the Halo Glow beauty ones. But of course, I think today we're gonna go with the newer product, which is the Sheer For It Blush Tint. This one says that it's a buildable stain for lips and cheeks. I did get the brush for it. This is the stain and tint blending brush. So I'm hoping that this is going to help with the application of it. And I'm also hoping that this is going to apply really nicely over the top of what we have going on already. We're going to tap on the cheek. And then we're going to blend out with the brush and see what that does. You'd see. Obviously, sheer, but we knew it'd be sheer because of the name. It does add like a nice flush to the skin. Now it does say that it's buildable, so of course I'm going to go back in and add a little bit more because I like a little bit more of an intense blush. I love that color a lot. Overall, it does apply really nicely on top of the skin, and I do get an extra bit of glow, dewiness. I do want to apply some where I normally apply a blush, which is underneath, and then a dot right on the bridge of my nose. Setting powder, I got the Halo Glow Powder Filter Press Powder in Light Neutral. And it comes with a little sponge. Get out of town. Okay, I'm gonna do what I normally do, except of course this isn't with a loose powder. This is with the pressed powder. I did forget to get a loose powder, but it's okay. I'm gonna actually test it out by setting underneath my blush and bronzer first, just to make sure that this color is not gonna get rid of the brightness that we have underneath the eye. Oh, no, I think we're safe to use it underneath the eye. Just gonna take like the smallest amount and do underneath my eye because I really am scared that this is gonna take away the brightness. So I'm just doing whatever is left on my little puff. Before we move on to anything else, I'm gonna spray my face. I'm gonna use the Power Grip Doing Setty Spray. And we're just gonna give my face a nice spritz. Oh, this feels really nice and lightweight for sure. Yeah. Now we're moving on to eyebrows. And for eyebrows, we're going to use the E.L.F. Holy Strokes Microfine Brow Pen in the shade Dark Brown. I believe this is also one of their newer products that they just dropped. This one says, hold brow pen upside down for 15 seconds and shake well to saturate the tip. And then it says to flick upwards to create thin strokes and apply more pressure for deeper pigment. It looks like our tip is nice and saturated. So we'll start doing these strokes here. Is it applying? Did my brows get darker?
Nope.
I don't know, maybe I got a faulty one, but like my product isn't, it's like not, it's coming out now, but it's not coming out for me to do my eyebrows. Or maybe it is and it's just meant to be really dark, light. It's definitely not doing anything in the front here, but then on camera it looks like it is giving a little something. We're not using this anymore. I'm not sure if I'm using this wrong. You guys let me know if I'm using this product wrong because I would definitely like to use it the right way. Maybe there's too much product on my face, but I think we're just gonna leave brows like this because I don't want to cheat and use anything else. For the eyes, I didn't get an eyeshadow or anything like that. I just got a kohl liner, and this one's gonna be in the shade Rare Emerald Forest Green. And what I'm gonna do with this is use it in my waterline. And then I'm just gonna do it to create like a nice little wing, smoky wing. I'm just taking a nice thin angled brush and smoking out the liner. And we're gonna smoke underneath the eye as well. And it is a pretty color too. I like it. I'm actually gonna do my tight line as well. All right, we are getting down to the last few products, which means we're almost done with the full face of E.L.F. For mascara, we're gonna be trying the Incredi-Curl Mascara. It's meant to curl and give volume to your lashes. Now, what really intrigued me about this mascara was the shape of this brush. I personally love brushes that are curved like this because I feel like it coats every single lash really nicely and also helps with volumizing, which this mascara claims to do. So I'm not gonna curl because I want to see how much curl and volume it gives without curling your lashes. Alright, so this is one coat of the mascara, and you guys can see I also don't have any mascara on this eyelash over here. I will say definitely gives volume. Curling a little bit, it's a little bit there, not as much as I would like it to be. So I probably will find myself curling my lashes before using this mascara. But overall, I will say I really do like the way it's making my lashes look. I do want to see what it would look like if I did curl my lash. So we're gonna give this one a little curl, and then we'll go in with the mascara again. Okay, yeah, I do see a slight difference when obviously curling it, but that's gonna make a difference. I think I do like it curled, but I always curl my lashes before doing mascara, so I might be slightly biased. But overall, I love this mascara. It just really amplifies my lashes so much, which is nice because I'm not one to put on false lashes very often. I mainly just do mascara, so it's important for me to have a good mascara. Love, 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 love. Okay guys, the last thing we have is our lips. So I'm just gonna wipe them off. I'm gonna not wipe my lips off. I'm gonna wipe them free of any foundation, concealer, bronzer that may have gotten on it. We're gonna be going in with the Cream Glide Lip Liner in Cinematic. And we're just gonna line our lips. I've never tried these lip liners before, and for $2 they glide on so nicely. Guys, that is probably one of my favorite products right now. That is so nice. And the color is so cute. So we have two options for lips. We have the E.L.F. Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balm, and this one is in the shade Strawberry Shortcake. Or we have our tint or stain. I think I'm gonna just do both, because why not? Then I'm gonna put the stain under the gloss, obviously. Oh, jeez. Guys, that's stunning. That's literally so, like, it's perfect. Okay, and then we're gonna pop over the Strawberry Shortcake Lip Balm. I'm just gonna go with the light hand. I think the favorite thing about this whole look is my lips, because just wow. I think I found my new lip combo. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, I did forget I got a highlighter. This is the Halo Glow Beauty Wand in Champagne Campaign. Now, because I did put powder on top already, I'm just gonna take a little bit on my finger and do a little bit of this highlighter. My skin looks nice and flawless while also looking glowy, which is something that's hard to achieve for me. And I feel like this just made it completely 10 times easier for me to do. Okay guys, this is the final look. Overall, I am in love with the way that my full face came out. E.L.F. is definitely on the more affordable side, so it's nice to know that you can get this nice of a makeup while not spending that much money. In my opinion, $110 for basically an entire face of makeup is, I definitely think this skin tint is going to be the skin tint of the summer, because I still don't feel like I have a crap ton of product on my face. And although I got the wrong color, but that's my fault, I still feel like this is so nice. I will say my overall favorite product is the blush tint, because it looks so nice on the skin. Even though I like a more vibrant blush or a more noticeable blush, this one definitely gives me a nice flush to my skin. It goes really well with the skin tint for that nice summer sunburnt look. I would love to know what you guys thought about today's makeup. I'm definitely a fan of it, but I would also like to know if you guys are a fan of it. But that is all I have for you guys today. If you want to see more from me when I'm not posting on here, definitely check out my Instagram and TikTok. I do post pretty often on there. If you guys want to see more from me on here, then be sure that you like, subscribe, and comment. And also turn on the notification bell so that you get a notification of when I post videos. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!